Are you looking for a podcast about the worst smelling cup of kefir?
Then you must be thinking of another podcast. Oh! Good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, Robert.
How are you today?
The coronavirus has landed in the United States and is here to kill us all.
Oh my god. So wait, is this gonna be our plague for the 20s?
Maybe it is. Yeah, it's gonna just take out 1/3 of humanity or whatever, you know?
Yeah, so you've heard about that whole thing, right?
No.
Where it's in the 1820s or something, there was a plague that swept mankind and killed a bunch of people, right?
So
and in the
Black Plague?
1920s, maybe? So, let me look this up, because someone was telling me about this, and I was like, oh shit, this is a thing.
The 20s plagues? This is 2020. It's gonna be for real. There's 2 of them.
So, plague of 18... Alright, so list of epidemics. Right?
Awesome. Are you on Wikipedia?
Yeah.
All right.
So, apparently... in... Let's not go too far back. Let's go to the 1820s.
Okay, what happened in the 1820s?
In the U.S., we had yellow fever.
Okay.
That killed 100,000 people.
That's enough.
Then in the 1920s, we had the Spanish flu.
Oh, shit.
And that was up to 100 million people. Oh,
Fuck.
But that was worldwide.
What? Okay.
That was worldwide.
I don't think there's 100 million people in the United States, is there?
Oh, definitely. There has
there?
to be. There has to be.
What's the population of U.S.?
Yeah. Look that shit up.
300 million.
300 million. Okay, so a third of us.
Dead.
A third of us. Yeah. Could you imagine?
God, that would be major. I can't imagine.
I mean, you've never seen the Marvel movies with the snap and half the people just going away, but
yeah. So you said the
Spanish flu.
The Spanish flu, and then the one in the 1800s killed how many people?
So it doesn't really list anything next to that one, but
because the population of the
like,
United States in total was 9.6 million.
Well, it was only 100,000 people.
That's significant.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So apparently, the new turn of the century in the 20s, there's an epidemic that wipes people out, and you're telling me that there's a virus that's shown up.
Yep, it's the coronavirus. It's going to kill us all with the power of beer, or the sun, or whatever corona actually means.
So apparently, it's kind of like SARS.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure everybody remembers, the whole SARS thing when that was going around.
Everybody wearing masks and shit.
Yeah. So that's pretty
I feel like
scary.
if you just don't touch people, then you're fine, right?
But it does say right here, most coronaviruses are not dangerous. So
okay, well there you go.
Maybe we're pretty good.
We're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Famous last
words. That's scary. So, where'd it come from?
China.
Okay.
I think they've had 40-something cases as of right now, and then I think 2 deaths. And somebody just flew over from China, landed in Seattle, and they brought it with them.
Okay, so hang on, math time.
Math time. We're bad at this. We both work in math as an industry. What are you mathing?
The percentage of people, that's 5%. That's significant. Of the 40 people, you said 2 deaths, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's 5%. That's a pretty big number.
Yeah,
that's a high percentage.
It is. I mean, that's 2 out of 40 so far, so I don't know if they're
well, yeah.
People still dying, or...
But still, you gotta think, 5%, that's not an insignificant amount of percentage,
Yeah, not at all. If something has a 5% error rate, you kind of worry.
Yeah. Because you've had to do, error reports and stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you kind of know.
My whole living is on error reports. If we're under 98%, they get worried.
So see, you're throwing caution at a 2%. This is
yes.
over double that.
We're in red alert.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, the CDC's all over it right now.
God, I just picture Monsters Inc. whenever like a human thing comes out into the world.
Yeah.
2319, and they fucking like come running and shave people and stuff.
Oh fuck! They're saying 300 people in China are sick now.
Ooh,
that's bad. Ooh,
that's spooky. So okay, do you think that could be a reason why companies are moving more towards like work from home? Because like if you get sick, don't kill all of us.
Right. I mean, I am such a big advocate.
Advocate?
I'm an advocate down here in the South for work from home. I advocate for it. No, I think work from home is like so fucking important because I was devastatingly sick for a month, couldn't hardly get out of bed, and I didn't miss a day of work.
Yeah.
So,
wow. Yeah, that's true.
I think that if you work from home, you have less opportunity to get sick. You have more likeliness to work through a sickness. You have just, it's less stress overall, and stress is a big factor in sickness, especially in America. So yeah, work from home. Advocate for yourself.
Advocate. I ain't for it, I'm again it. Been watching a lot of Simpsons, man.
I know you have.
I was texting Taylor the other day, so I actually want to play an impromptu game with you right now.
Oh, okay.
Another one.
Impromptu game. We need a theme song for these.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so this is something that I like to do. I like to just ask people this question just to see what's going on, right?
Okay.
So you ready?
Ready.
What song is in your head right now?
Our theme song.
Really?
Because we were just singing it.
Because I always have a song just rattling through the old noggin.
Yeah.
No matter what's going on, right?
Earlier today, it was fucking Stacy's mom just over and over.
Oh my God.
It's like, please stop. My brain's like, no, we're doing this.
I had been watching The Simpsons, so I asked Taylor the other day, I was like, what's in your head? And she said it. And I was just like, monorail, monorail.
Oh my God.
Monorail. Oh man, I love that game because you're just like, what's in your head? What's going on? Because like you never really think about where your mind is at that time, you know? So you're like, oh, why am I thinking about that? You know?
You know what? I have a follow-up to our game from last time.
Okay.
Let me pull this up because there is an official list out there of the actual 23 flavors of Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you what they are.
We got half. We got half that list.
I'm confused because it says it's supposed to be 23 fruit flavors, right?
Okay.
And there's like maybe 4 fruits in this list.
But is it like green grape, red grape?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So,
all right, so
this list.
There's only 4 fruits on this list.
There's only 4 fruits on this list that
okay.
I think. And then it lists one of these things twice. I haven't bothered to count all these. I'm just going to list off of what they've said here. So I don't know how official this list is now that I'm double checking it because it's on a website called drpepper2010.weebly.com.
Okay.
So it's very official. All right, 23 flavors. Here we go. Flavor number 1, cola.
Sure.
That's already not a flavor.
Yep, that's not a fruit.
Okay, so we got cola. We got cherry. That's one fruit. Licorice. Yep. Amaretto.
Okay. Not fruits.
Almond. Vanilla. Blackberry. That's a fruit.
Yeah.
Apricot. Fruit.
So what do we have? 3 fruits?
That's 3 fruits so far.
Okay.
And then we have blackberry again for some reason.
Well, remember, I said it twice too, so.
You did. I'm not counting it twice. We're at 3 fruits.
Okay.
Caramel, pepper, anise, sarsaparilla, ginger, molasses, lemon, fruit, plum, that's a fruit.
Okay.
Orange, that's a fruit.
Okay.
Nutmeg, cardamom, allspice, coriander, juniper, birch, and prickly ash.
So I got 6 fruits.
That's 6 fruits. 7 if you count blackberry twice.
Yeah.
So it's not 23 fruit flavors. It's just 23 flavors.
I mean, okay, hang on. So like, does it really say, though, 23 fruit flavors?
I don't know. Now I'm like questioning that because I always thought it was 23 fruit flavors, right?
So that's kind of what I always thought. Is this one of those, like, Mandela effect
effects
things where, like, we always thought it said this, but it really didn't say that? Because if you look on a can, there's just 23, and it doesn't really say.
I recall it being 23 fruit flavors.
That's what I remember. It just says authentic blend of 23 flavors.
And now I'm like down the rabbit hole in this because we live in Dr. Pepper country down here. This is where it originated, and I feel like we should know whether or not it's supposed to be all fruits.
There is nothing that I'm finding that ever says 23 fruit flavors. It just says 23 flavors.
I know. So I feel a little bit Mandelaed. So listeners,
I think we may have been caught in something weird.
Which universe do you guys exist in? Is it the 23 fruit flavor universe, or is it the 23 flavor universe? Please write in and let us know.
Is it the Berenstein Bears or the Bernstein Bears?
I don't even want to get into it. I'm going to crack this thing open.
Was it Shazam or some other guy?
God,
there's so many of those.
Yeah. I can't get into that.
Yeah. You'll, like, explode. It just says 23 flavor blend. I feel like we always just added the fruit. It's kind of like Star Wars, right?
How is this like Star Wars?
Everybody says, Luke, I am your father, right?
Yeah.
But he never says, Luke. He just says, I am your father. But we've always added the Luke to the beginning of that line, right?
Yeah.
Because it just makes sense.
Yeah.
So maybe somehow we crossed that line and it was just like, yeah, it's 23 fruit flavors.
Maybe.
So I'm just going to say I magically invented that it said fruit, but it has always been 23 flavors.
Okay.
And that the Pringles guy did have a mouth at some point.
He's never
Or did not have a mouth.
I swear to God.
He has a mouth sometimes.
He has a mouth now, and it fucks me up, and I hate it. What's his face? Mr. Pringles. Is that his name?
I actually remember you texting me, and you were like, does he have a fucking mouth? And I was like, no, I mean, like, he doesn't. And then I took a picture of a can that I was right next to because I was at the store, and you were like, thank God.
Yes. Okay, yeah. He just developed a mouth sometime. He's beyond his zygote stage. He used to be just a little round dude with a mustache, and now he has a fucking mouth, and it's awful.
I've had to help you cope with a lot of things.
Yeah, you have. We have a good friendship.
Does that Pringles guy have a mouth?
I love how you know the exact tone with which I was texting you, because that's it. That's spot on.
Because I just remember being like, oh, God. No, of course not. Hey, look. I think we were actually, like, leaving somewhere, and I was like, I gotta go find Pringles real quick. Hang on. And I had to run back to the bag to find a can just to show that to you.
That's what friendship is about.
Hang on. I'm a coming.
When they're having mental breakdowns about Pringles.
Okay, well, we created a new Dr. Pepper, the fruity Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I want that thing. Just 23 fruit flavors.
So basically, we just have to figure out the ratio because...
Yeah, the ratio is key.
Do you just put the full fruit in there and just have, like, full-blown, like, well, this grapefruit is huge, so it's a majority of grapefruit flavor versus this tiny strawberry.
Slice. Yeah, the ratio is important. We'll have to get a really big blender. We'll figure it out, and we'll market it.
Okay. Dr. Pepper fruit.
Can I tell you what I'm drinking? Because this thing... It's new, and I don't like it.
So what is this? 2 drinks in a row that you haven't liked?
Yeah, I'm batting bad right now. I bought something. It's called Limitless. I bought it because of the name. It sounds like I'm drinking Bradley Cooper ADHD juice or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
It's a cucumber pear sparkling water.
I wish you could have seen my face. I just like went, ah.
Yeah, that's how my mouth feels right now. The cucumber is just, it's so strong. It's so prominent. It's like, I had a dog when I was growing up that her mouth smelled like rotting cucumbers. Like if you stuffed a cucumber into a dirty sock and then left it under a bed for a week, that's what the inside of this dog's mouth smelled like.
Oh my God.
And that's every time I eat a cucumber, I think of her.
Dude, that's a drink you're gonna taste the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Like, do you get the cucumber burps?
Oh, yeah, the cuke burps. Those are bad.
Yeah, that's like a thing, and somebody told me that, and I was like, that's not true, and they had them in a salad one time, and I was like, burping cucumber the rest of the day, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Bad. What a horrible discovery that I've come upon.
Ugh, it's rough. Really, really hate this drink, but I'm gonna.
But now you're drinking it, like.
No, I'm drinking it.
You're causing this to happen later now.
Is a cucumber considered a fruit?
I would call it a vegetable.
I know, like, culinarily, it's a vegetable, but taxonomically, is it a fruit?
Isn't it based on where, like, the seeds are and stuff?
Yeah. Because it's basically like a small watermelon, right?
I mean, I guess.
That's essentially what a cucumber is. If you think about it. Or if you don't think about it, I guess.
So, official diagnosis here. It says it's widely cultivated as a vegetable, but it grows from flowers and contains seeds, so botanically it's a fruit.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So yeah, I mean...
Very weird.
It's a fruit, but you wouldn't put it in a fruit salad, essentially.
Yeah, because you don't want to taste that fruit salad.
You don't want
the rest of the
burping
day.
after your fruit salad.
Yeah.
Puke burps. Puke.
So what else you been doing?
I went and saw my nieces the other day.
Okay.
You know, I'm just bad at talking to children.
I told you, you just ask questions and let them do all. You're not supposed to say things to them. You just go, uh-huh.
I had, like... So, I don't remember how we got on the topic of it. We were talking about how Richard, my husband, like, lost his glasses in the river one time.
Mm-hmm.
And she got this, like, far-off look in her eyes, and she was like, I bet they're broken by now. And I could just see her, like, picturing the glasses tumbling along the riverbed. And I was like, I bet a fish is wearing them. And in her eyes, like, she got this look on her face where I could just tell that she was picturing a fish in glasses, and it blew her fucking mind. And I was so proud of myself in that moment. I was like, oh, I connected with a child.
A fish can wear glasses? Dude, you sparked her imagination.
I did. I saw, like, a world-building moment happen in her brain.
The way you said it, though, it sounded very, like... I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. It was like... You provoked her imagination. You were like... You're like, hey, I bet a fish is wearing those. And she was
what
like...
if a fish put them on?
Oh, my God. They can't do that. That's people clothes. And you're like, but he's doing it. And she was like, oh my God.
Imagine all the things he can see now, all the river rock.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah, so
that's
like
adorable.
Thank you. That was a successful moment, I felt.
Good. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You told them that animals could do people things sometimes, and she's never thought of that.
Sometimes you just gotta prod the imagination.
Exactly. Oh, that just reminds me, because you're talking about your nieces. I bought a game.
Oh?
So, this is pretty old news, if you were in the know.
Okay.
You probably don't remember this, but way back in the day, when My Little Pony was new.
Okay.
So, the show was called My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, right?
Yes.
A couple of fans got together and were making a fighting game out of it, right?
What?
So it was called My Little Pony Fighting is Magic.
Okay.
Right? And so it was just like all the different ponies and stuff in like a Mortal Kombat style scenario, but without like, you know, horrible fatalities, right?
Fatality.
So they were making this game. It got like huge traction, and Hasbro put out a cease and desist. You're not allowed to make this game.
Yeah.
And people were so excited about it. So many people wanted to buy it. Well, the creator of the show, Lauren Faust, who did Powerpuff Girls, My Little Pony, and some other big stuff, right?
Yeah.
She was a fan of that game as they were kind of making it and posting about it. So she actually reached out to them and said, hey, I know that you can't make it under, like, the My Little Pony name now, but how would you like it if I helped you guys work on it and I created some new characters for you and wrote, like, some lore for the game?
That's actually kind of cool.
And they were like, okay, fuck yeah, right?
Yeah.
So she helped them work on a game, like created a whole world for these new like pony people to like fight in, right?
Yeah.
And it's called Them's Fightin' Herds.
That's good.
Okay? So it's called Them's Fightin' Herds, and it was on sale on Steam for $10 the other day, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy that shit.
You may as well.
I have no idea when I will play it, but I can say I own that little piece of history.
I mean,
that weird little moment in My Little Pony's timeline.
beautiful.
Let me see if I can show you. Them's Fightin' Herds. I think it's a great name.
That is a great name.
So they had to like redesign everything that they had, and Lauren Faust like even helped them come up with like the look of it and everything. And it's got this like cool watercolor look and stuff.
Oh, I love a watercolor. Did they just like take the pony characters, like the main 6 or whatever, and then make them into characters?
No, I think they pretty much like just went through a whole redesign of everything.
Okay.
So like I don't
like,
even think it's
if they'd taken like the main 6 and then just made them slightly different, I wonder how different they would have to make them before Hasbro would be like, that's fine.
Yeah. Oh
like,
no,
give them all just like roller derby names.
Lauren
Rainbow
Faust
Smash.
straight up helped them Rainbow Smash. She helped them like completely redesign everything. So it's like basically original creations.
Okay, cool.
It's like they knew because it wasn't even
cute.
like that much on sale, and it was just like, hey, we know you like this show.
And you can like sort of see the influence.
Yeah.
Like that unicorn looks like Rarity, but different.
Yeah.
And then like Rainbow Dash is the bull.
Yeah.
Fluttershy is that sheep looking thing.
Yeah. Yeah, with the little puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's totally her bunny.
Lizard or whatever.
Yeah, this is a game that I bought the other day, and I have not touched it once.
It's very cute, though.
At some point, we'll have to play it.
Yes. That should be our next stream.
It could be. I guess it's time to get into the Oscars.
Let's get into it.
It is time. The time is upon us.
This is your wheelhouse. Here we are in the house of your wheel. And there it is. The wheel. So large, so magnificent.
Yeah. So, this is another one of those things where I get the ballot, I go through the whole thing, and I will admit, every year, I run my ballot up against my mom, and Taylor actually fills one out now, too.
Yeah.
I win every year. Every year. Well, I've won every year lately. My mom used to kick my ass.
Really?
Yeah, but I kind of started picking up on how they pick stuff out, because it's never what you want to win.
Yeah.
It's never what you want.
Much like the Game Awards.
So, I figured we could do another bet.
Okay. What are we betting?
Okay. I like what you came up with earlier. I think winner gets to pick the game we play on our next Twitch stream.
Okay. I'm into that.
If I win, you have to play a scary game in headphones.
I'm okay.
No.
I'm going to throw up.
Have you played Five Nights at Freddy's in VR yet?
No, I never ever will. That's not happening.
You gotta do it once.
Why?
You gotta do it just once.
I can barely play that at all.
So I've played it normal, like on the PC and in the VR.
Yeah.
I can kill that game in VR.
Really?
For some reason, I'm so much better at it.
Because you feel like it's your life. You're dependent on
like,
winning.
I don't really think it's too scary, but I will admit, because they make you like child size compared to like the hulking like things that are in there.
Yeah.
And like you gotta like look up at them sometimes. It's a little intimidating.
I don't want that.
There's no way I could ever force you to play a scary game in headphones when to date I've never played PT in headphones all the way through.
I can't do that. That would be too much.
So I guess it's a good thing I just told you about this game, because I might want to fight you in some of them's fighting herds. Okay, so just quick off the top of your head, what are you thinking you would want to play?
I want to play Inside because I want you to play Inside. I know you have it, and I know
we could beat that whole game in one session, right?
Yeah, we could.
Because it's what, 4 hours maybe?
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 hours gameplay. So it would be
That's
a
not
long
too
session,
bad.
but we could do it.
I mean, that's still not too bad.
It's not bad at all.
I'm pretty sure I beat Limbo in one session.
Probably.
No, there was a spot that I got stuck on, and I had to like really think about that puzzle for like a night. I was like, I gotta go to bed. We have our ballots. If you have any questions, which I always get asked the questions on what different categories are, I'm here to help out.
Okay.
So I figure we start from the bottom, the normal basics. Let's go with best makeup.
Get the boring shit out of the way. Best makeup.
So we're going to put this ballot in the show notes so you guys can come to this one. This one is laid out much more streamlined than the one we found the other day.
Yeah, and this
is
also
very
has,
concise and tiny.
It has PDF capabilities so that we can officially record our picks.
Yeah, you can actually click them and it checks them off, which is pretty neat. I quite enjoy this.
Gorgeous.
And I'm going to have to do this because I don't want to change my answers whenever I have to fill them out again before I get back.
Yeah.
So I'll be back from the UK in time to actually watch this time. So
good.
So I do have to tell you, because we kind of went through the best pictures before and the ones that I would miss, right?
Yeah.
It turns out I won't miss quite as many as I thought.
Okay, good.
Over the weekend, I was helping my mom and dad take down the Christmas lights and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was teaching them about the joys of the digital code.
Oh.
It comes with movies when you buy them, right?
Yeah.
So I was talking to my mom about it, and I was like, well, I won't get to watch this one because, I mean, it's too old now. And it was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And she goes, well, I bought that movie. And I was like, yeah, but I can't take the DVD with me when I go to the UK.
Because it's region locked.
And then I was sitting there, and I was like, well, I mean, I guess if it has a digital code, I could just watch it on Vudu later.
That's true.
So I was like, we're going to have to mess with this. And so I pulled out all these movies that they'd bought and redeemed a whole bunch of digital codes and taught them how to go watch them somewhere. But so, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood I have not seen. I now have the digital code. I have found a way to watch that one at least.
Nice.
So I think I'll only miss Ford v Ferrari, Jojo Rabbit, and Parasite, because Little Women is still new. I can hit up the movie theater while I'm there.
Yes.
And Marriage Story, Irishman are on Netflix. You can watch those literally at any time. I'm just upset that I'll miss Jojo Rabbit because I really want to watch that.
I know. I want to see that too. We're going to have to find a way to watch that.
Anyway, best makeup. We got 1917, Bombshell, Joker, Judy, the new Maleficent movie.
Yes. So the makeup in Maleficent is always just spot the fuck on. But I'm probably going to give this one to Joker just because the Joker makeup is so iconic always.
Okay.
It gives you a percentage when you click on it. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I haven't clicked mine yet, but
Okay.
I'm going with Judy.
What is that?
The Judy Garland movie.
Oh, okay. Who plays Judy Garland?
Renee Zellweger, and apparently
What?
she fucking nails it.
Nice.
I've heard great things about it. So I'm not gonna give it to Joker because, like, what, clown makeup? Okay. They always seem to go for like the biopic type thing. So I was a little torn between 1917, because like dirt on your face. That's so innovative, right?
Right.
I'm gonna have to go with Judy on this one.
Okay.
You're going Joker. Okay.
Going Joker.
And you have the majority.
I do.
Let's see. Documentary feature. I don't watch a lot of documentaries, so I usually pick the one that has the hardest hitting sounding name.
Yeah.
So we got American Factory, The Cave, The Edge of Democracy, For Sama, and Honeyland. The Edge of Democracy sounds very edgy.
It does. I'm torn between American Factory and For Sama because those are the only two on here that I've heard of. I'm going to go with American Factory.
I'm gonna go with The Cave.
I'm the majority
Because
again.
sounds very mysterious.
I'm gonna beat your ass in this.
You probably are.
Get ready to die.
Oh my god. Okay, sound mixing.
Can you explain me what a sound mix is?
So sound mixing is creating a sound. So think like the roar for the Tyrannosaurus in Jurassic Park, right?
Okay.
Like the idea of going, okay, I'm going to take a little bit of like tortoise and lion and rhino and then a deer and I'm going to make a sound that is going to be in this movie, right? This is creating a sound that doesn't exist for this movie.
All right.
I'm going to go 1917 because you got to sit there and create all these sound effects from authentic World War I time frame.
That must be difficult. Yeah, I am going to go... Did we read these off? There's 1917, Ad Astra, Ford versus Ferrari, Joker, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I am going to say The Columnist Astronaut, Ad Astra. Oh, I'm in the minority on this one.
See, I was thinking about that because it's space, but I was like, he's calm. Nothing's happening.
There's so much happening. There's so fucking much happening. Too much,
are there like,
one might argue.
Are there like blaster noises or anything?
No, it's just like gunshots on the moon and also like a chimpanzee on the moon and just
going...
Just various things I think they would have to create.
Okay, production design. So this is like your sets and stuff.
Okay.
Like getting the area you're going to be in looking right, you know?
Yeah.
1917, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite. When does The Irishman take place?
Oh, fuck if I know. It was early...
But it's like old-timey.
It's like 1920s in there somewhere.
See, I call that period piece. But see, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's also a period piece of sorts. Because it's in, like, the 70s.
1917 is a period piece.
I know. But that's, like, outside.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's The Irishman or Once Upon a Time.
I'm going to go with Jojo Rabbit. Fuck.
Ready, set, Irishman. Boom. Oh, I knew I should have gone with Once Upon a Time. Okay, cinematography. I was actually thinking about this one today. Yeah. I already picked out before I even looked at these, but now I think I may be wrong.
Okay.
So cinematography is usually how something is shot, how the camera works to give you the effects that it's going for.
Right.
So we got 1917, Irishman, Joker, Lighthouse, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That also comes into play with, like, the colors of your movie.
Okay.
So, like, Twilight is a very teal-tinged movie, you know? So,
yeah.
like, everything has this bluish hue on it that's part of the cinematography and stuff.
Okay.
And I was going to go with 1917 because of that one shot.
That's where my vote is falling.
The cameraman had to think about the one shot, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with.
I'm between 1917 and The Lighthouse because I know that The Lighthouse is
exactly
in black and white, and I still haven't seen The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I did see 1917 over the weekend.
And?
Boy, howdy, that movie's going to stink in the theater. When you see it, you're going to smell everything. You're going to be smelling blood, you're going to be smelling sweat, you're going to be smelling dirt, bombs.
God, I can't wait.
Some milk. A plane crash, you're going to smell everything.
I'm really hoping the new Bad Boys movie doesn't kick it out of the 4DX.
Oh,
so that I can see it.
I was in the theater next to Bad Boys, and I feel like I was also in Bad Boys because Jesus Christ.
I bet that movie bumps.
Yes. But no,
right,
man, 1917. Okay. Can I just talk about it for a minute?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hang on. I'm going to vote. Ooh. High majority.
Yeah, people
very nice. Okay.
Are all about this shit. So I remember now, after watching 1917, that Birdman was shot in the very similar fashion where they made it look like it was all one long take. And I had forgotten that entirely until I was just like reminded of it in that movie. And that's probably why I liked Birdman so much, I think, is because they used that technique and you just felt like you're constantly going and just anxious and trying to get to the next scene.
That was a year I didn't get to go to the Best Picture showcase, so I actually never saw Birdman.
You should really see Birdman. I think you would like it.
I hope it's on Netflix or something, then I can watch it while I'm gone.
I recommend it. It's got Our Lady Emma Stone. But, no, man, 1917, you don't have a moment to breathe.
See, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, talk about an anxiety film. Like, that ratcheted it up to the next level. And things that I did not expect to happen just kept happening. And I was like, oh, my God. So I'm really excited for you to watch it, and I want to hear your full review whenever you do.
The new God of War, that game is a one-shot thing, right? So there's never...
What?
So the God of War game is one continuous shot as well.
Really? Like, no
like
cutscenes?
Yeah. Well, the cutscenes fade in and out of the game. Like, you never, like, cut between people or cut to a new place. You follow them from the moment they set out on the journey until the journey is done.
That's cool.
Like you're saying, you never feel that... Because, like, when I play a game... I'll always go like, all right, like the next like big major like story spot, I'll stop for the night, right?
Yeah.
But when there's no cuts, when there's nothing to like say like, all right, I've like hit a good stopping point, it doesn't have one because you're still just going.
Yeah.
So I feel that like how it just sucks you in and it doesn't let you go because you're still in the same thing. You're not having those breaks, you know?
Yeah. So
yeah, I'll send you some stuff from the new God of War, and you can see where like it literally never cuts away from anything. You follow Kratos' back the whole time, nonstop, no matter what.
Nice.
Okay, costume design. We got The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, Once Upon a Time. This
Can I
is
just fucking
hard.
Ask, like, what costumes are they designing for The Irishman? Just like...
the old time. That's why I was asking you what time it's from.
It's just like regular clothes, just older.
But see, that drives people wild. They go, "Oh,
why?
That reminds me of this time." Because I'm literally having the hardest time with this.
This is a lot of like good
all
design
period
here.
Pieces.
Yeah.
Because once upon a time, while being in the 70s, if it looks like the 70s, people will eat it up because the costumes are from that time, right?
Right. I'm kind of between Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Little Women because I know that Little Women...
I'm going Little Women hardcore because that is the oldest of times for all these movies.
And they had to do like all the dresses
and people love old-timey dresses.
Yeah, I'm gonna click on Little Women.
Yeah. It's totally that one.
Oh yeah, we're in that one.
Let's go documentary short subject.
Okay.
This is another one I try to pick, like the saddest sounding one. So we're going to go In the Absence, Learning to Skateboard in a War Zone If You're a Girl. Good Lord, there's a lot to unpack in that title. Life Overtakes Me. Jesus.
Wow.
St. Louis Superman and Walk, Run, Cha-Cha.
Learning to skateboard in a war zone if you're a girl for me.
Oh God, that's a really good one. I'm between that or Life Overtakes Me, but I'm gonna go with you. Learning to skateboard in a war zone. That just sounds 54%. That's
like that one.
That's a hard to unpack title.
Yeah.
Warzone, and you're a girl, and you gotta learn to balance yourself. Good Lord, all these hard things.
That's a lot.
Okay. Original score. Now, I've told you that I'll go listen to the scores, right?
Yes.
I have not done that for this one yet.
Okay.
But, all right, so it's 1917, Joker, Little Women, Marriage Story, Star Wars. Star Wars never wins because it is the same score that we've already heard.
But it's so fucking good.
It never wins. That's true. But they never give it to it.
Well, I'm picking it, so there.
I'm going with Joker because I can still hear that score in my mind from when I saw that movie. And when I think of that score, I feel that movie. Like, it's a good score. It really sums up everything about that movie. Yeah, I was like, 1917 might have a good one, but...
I don't even remember the score. I was too busy focusing on the fucking bombs.
Then boom. Not good. Okay. Into the... That's not even the thing. Yeah, we're not even going to call it original song. It's just Into the Unknown, because that's the winner.
That's the winner for sure.
Okay, so songs, it's I'm Gonna Love Me Again from Rocket Man, which I didn't even know there was an original song by Elton John for that movie.
I know.
That's beautiful.
I know. I want to see it. I still have not seen that movie.
Oh, it's so good. I Can't Let You Throw Yourself Away. That sounds horrendously sad, Toy Story 4. Into the Unknown, I'm Standing With You, and Stand Up. So that's from Harriet. It depends on what it sounds like. Because there was a year they did one for that movie. Glory, right?
Okay.
Did not really see that movie. I'm pretty sure I even had my song picked out, and when they came and sang that one on the stage, I was like, that one better win. It was phenomenal. It's by John Legend and Common.
Okay.
It was one of the most like inspirational songs I've ever heard, and I feel like for a movie like about Harriet Tubman,
yeah,
you're bound to have a pretty inspirational piece of music. But I mean, you don't have Adele Nazim sing a song and she not win, so right. I'm gonna have to go Frozen.
So
wow,
I know
and Elton John is the winner.
After
that people have chosen
on this, I was like, maybe I should have picked Rocket Man, because I had that thought in my head, like, Elton John wrote a new fucking song, and he wins everything.
Film editing. Okay, so this one kind of goes with the other one that I was gonna go over. So there was sound mixing, you know.
Uh-huh.
There's also a sound editing. So difference is sound mixing is creating a sound that doesn't exist, right?
Right.
Because we aren't calm astronauts. We can't go to space to hear blasters in space, right? So how do I get this shot to sound like it's in a vacuum?
Uh-huh.
You know? That's the mixing part, and then sound editing is just how are you mixing all these sounds together for the effects in the movie, you know?
Yeah.
So film editing is pretty much the same thing. When they film everything, it's all just sitting there, and one guy will sit there and go, okay, I have 20 takes of this one scene, but I'm going to pick all the best parts and like piece them together so the pacing is just right and make this like movie. That's what the film editing is literally combing through the probably 20 hours of film they've shot.
Uh-huh.
And picking out the best 2 hours and 1 minute that makes that movie.
Okay.
I like to pick ones with a lot of fast moving stuff. Okay. So I'm really leaning towards Ford v Ferrari.
Yeah, so the list on this one is Ford v Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, and Parasite. I'm leaning toward The Irishman only because there's probably like 200 fucking hours of film to go through, and they had to cram that down into 330, so...
Well, I'm also maybe thinking it because the like constant breaks of like, and then this person went on to do this, and like getting that inside this movie, you know?
Yeah, God, that movie was so fucking stupid, Robert. I hated it so much. I'm clicking on it.
You're gonna get it, but I'm going to give it to Ford v Ferrari.
Okay, I think we're both wrong.
Ooh. Parasite is pretty high.
Lead.
It's a really close race for that one. So now, all these percentages are just like people like you and me picking the ones they think's gonna win.
Yeah, so it's all arbitrary.
So, yeah. This one, I'll read them, but I already know the one I'm picking. So,
yeah. Probably the same one I'm picking.
This is short film animated. We have this one called Daughter. We have Hair Love, Kit Bull, Memorable, and Sister.
Uh-huh.
What are you picking?
I've only seen... Okay, I say I've seen one of these. I've seen half of it because I stopped it before it got too sad. I'm picking Hair Love.
Okay, I'm picking Kit Bull beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
I can't watch it. I cry too hard.
Is it about Pitbull?
Yes.
Aw.
So, this one's Sister's like way high up there. I think I've seen Hair Love.
It's like this little black girl, and she has like so much hair, and her dad is like trying to help her put it in these styles that she wants, and obviously the mom is no longer around, and I'm like, the mom's probably dead, so I can't finish watching this because I'm gonna cry. So
So I'm going with Kit Bull because it's not even made by like a made person. These were short films that Pixar let their interns make.
Oh.
Like, so basically it was like, hey, new person, we're letting you make like little short films, right?
Yeah.
And this one's up for an Oscar. Plus I like it because there's 0 words. There's no talking.
Oh.
Everything is given to you in what is happening.
Nice.
That's my choice. And these are a tight list. Like that is a close percentage.
Yeah, it is.
Short film live action though. We got A Sister, Brotherhood, Nefta Football Club, The Neighbor's Window, and Saria.
I haven't heard any of these, so I'm just going to stab in the dark and say Saria.
That's the one I was kind of leaning towards. I was between that and The Neighbor's Window. And I'm going to go with Saria because it's probably about a person. Ooh, we fucked up. These sister ones are like the top.
People are into sisters these
both.
days.
Okay, now we're getting into like the big heavy hitter ones.
Yeah.
So let's crank these out.
Let's do it.
Animated feature. Got How to Train Your Dragon 3, I Lost My Body, Klaus, Missing Link, and Toy Story 4.
I'm going to go with Klaus because that's my dad's name.
That movie is the fucking bomb, and I would love for it to win. I think Toy Story will win, but I would give it to How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon is what Toy Story 3 was, and Toy Story 3 is what won at that time, you know?
Yeah.
Toy Story 4 isn't that ending that Toy Story 3 was. I think it'll win. Yeah, it's like miles above, but I think How to Train Your Dragon deserves the win.
Okay.
All right, sound editing. We made all the sounds, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's just stick them in a movie.
Stuff them in there.
1917, Ford v Ferrari, Joker, Once Upon a Time, Star Wars.
Ford v Ferrari.
I'm between that and 1917 because I feel like war movies, you always got just sounds banging all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 1917.
I kind of want to change my vote, but I'm not going to.
You can. Well, actually, you can't because I clicked something up above earlier and it won't let me change it. So.
Well, lets me change it. I think I love this thing.
Oh yeah, it sure is changing now. Whatever.
Now I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah.
Stick to my guns. Stick to my Ford.
Cars, that would sound good, especially like in the races. The way they mix that together, that's gonna sound good.
Yeah, you haven't seen this movie yet, have you?
No, and I wanted to so bad.
Well, we'll talk about it when you see it.
Okay, visual effects. We got 1917, Avengers Endgame, The Irishman, Lion King, and Star Wars.
Can I just say
Rise
I cannot
of Skywalker.
fucking believe The Lion King made this list.
I can. Like, there were some spots in that movie that I was like, holy shit, that is just a real photographed image.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. Give the lion's eyebrows. I'm gonna call 1917 on this one.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too, because I can just the way that it's one shot and you're constantly rolling into like a plane crash and like all this stuff, but you can't leave it. I feel like that is a masterwork.
Yeah.
You know? Endgame is big, but like it looks like it's animated, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you have like 15,000 people battling on the screen, but I feel like you can still tell like, well, I mean, that's just like CGI stuff, you know?
Right.
So I wouldn't give it to that. And then the Irishman, ooh, they look so old-timey.
Look at those old faces. Look at those wrinkles.
But I think they did show a thing. They did some of the de-aging for that movie.
Yeah, they did actually. Like De Niro, there was a scene with him, and I was like, he looks like 20 years younger.
Yeah, so like I saw this picture, and it like showed him sitting in a chair, but it showed like these like mesh things over his hands and his face, and I guess that was like where the computer was de-aging some stuff.
Okay, yeah, that part was impressive. I'll admit, he did look younger and look natural, but you can't beat that 1917 visual Explodey.
Okay, let's go original screenplay. So that means they came up with the story all on their own. Nothing else prompted them to come up with this story.
Okay.
1917, Knives Out, Marriage Story, Once Upon a Time, Parasite.
Gotta give it to my boy, Rian Johnson. Knives Out.
I really hope that one wins.
It better win.
That's pretty good.
If it don't win, my knives are coming out.
I feel like they're going to want to give it to Quentin Tarantino.
Probably.
But I don't remember if Inglourious Bastards won when he did his last one.
Was that his last movie?
No, but...
No, he had a few since then.
I think that's like the last time that it was really up for anything. I feel like Marriage Story could be big because it's like just this like real life drama kind of thing. And how real is it, you know? So they'll probably be like, oh man, they really captured what it's like to have like divorcing parents or whatever. Marriage Story is such a big movie in what's going on with all this, and we haven't given it anything. I'm going to give it to Marriage Story. I know, but I'm going to give it to Marriage Story.
Okay.
And they gave it to Parasite. Ah, shit, it should have been Parasite, actually. Adapted screenplay. So these are things that exist, and this is just a new version of that thing.
All right.
So we got The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, The Two Popes.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be The Irishman.
What are they adapting it from? Life?
I have no idea.
I am between Joker and The Two Popes. I'm going to go with The Two Popes. Oh, no.
I'm going to go with... I kind of want to go Jojo Rabbit, but I feel like it's going to be Joker. Ah, Little Women. It's such a good book.
Two Popes is 6%.
You never know.
You never know.
It could be the underdog. Okay, international feature.
Yes.
We've got Corpus Christi, Honeyland, Les Mis, Pain and Glory, Parasite. Well, I feel like if it don't take Best Picture, it's definitely going to take international. Parasite, hands down, all the way.
Yes. Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, it's up there.
It's got 74% of the votes right now.
All right, we are in, like, the finals. Are you ready?
I'm ready. This is the big hitters.
Actor in a supporting role. We got Tom Hanks, Anthony Hopkins, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, Brad Pitt.
I want to know... you and I both have the same thought here.
I think we're having a question.
What the fuck is Tom Hanks doing as a supporting role in the Mr.
Where he
Rogers
is Mr.
movie?
Rogers in a Mr. Rogers movie.
What is that about?
Is it not about him? Is it about the guy that made the show, and so he's just like, well, I'll be in your show? Like,
you know what? I think this movie is about a journalist who's interviewing what's his face, Mr. Rogers. So maybe it is from the perspective of the journalist.
So he would be the true leading. But yeah, we were both like, the whole point of that movie is Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
he should be the star.
I'm gonna give it to Tom Hanks here.
People have been all up in his business. I'm gonna say it's Joe Pesci for The Irishman. I hear he fucking nails his role in it. And I love me some Joe Pesci.
All right.
But Brad Pitt is the clear lead for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now, actress in a supporting role, we got Kathy Bates,
Mama,
Laura Dern, Scarlett Johansson, Florence Pugh,
yeah,
maybe, and then Margot Robbie. All day, every day, I go with my mama, Kathy Bates.
I love Kathy Bates so much. I would select her for this, but I just don't know. Like, I wanted to see Richard Jewell, but it left theaters so fast I couldn't get to see it.
Yeah. I really wanted to see that one.
I really also want to see Bombshell, and I hear that Margot Robbie does a bang-up job in this movie, so I'm going to go with her.
It's Margot Robbie. She's always good.
Yeah.
So, you actually showed me a thing about Kathy Bates the other day.
Yes.
Which I didn't know about, and I'm sad that I wasn't, like, front row when this happened.
It was an exchange on Twitter between her and Adam Sandler.
He didn't get nominated for Best Actor, which I've been talking about for how long?
Forever.
And then it didn't happen.
I would like you.
So,
can you read this in your Robin Williams voice? I'll snip it for you and bring it in.
my Robin Williams voice.
No, not him. Please don't. Don't soil your Robin Williams voice. Read this in your Adam Sandler voice.
Okay. So, let's see. So, Adam Sandler, the day that the Oscars got announced, he didn't get nominated, so he just says, "Bad news, Sandman gets no love from the Academy. Good news, Sandman can stop wearing suits. Congrats to all my friends who got nominated, especially Mama." Because Kathy Bates plays his mama in The Waterboy, one of the greatest roles she's ever done.
Yes.
And she wrote him back when he said congratulations and that he didn't win. Now, I feel like I'm actually going to do a better voice on what she said.
Okay.
Because she goes, "I love you, my Bobby Boucher. You was robbed, but mama loves you. I learned a new urban slang word for you. You the goat. Not the one we eat at home, son."
Beautiful. Followed by heart emoji, sunglasses emoji, goat emoji.
I literally picture them just like, sometimes he'll just call her up and be like, "You want to go to like Sunday lunch, mama?" and they just hang out together still.
Yeah.
I just can see this, and if it's not happening, I just want it to happen.
Yes, me too.
But good for him. I just think it's funny that he's like, "Good, I can stop wearing suits now.
Yeah, that's
Go back
very
to my
Adam
big
Sandler.
baggy shirts." Oh, that's so funny. So I just want to go Kathy Bates because I like her so much. Actress in a leading role. I think it's really funny that Scarlett Johansson is up for leading and supporting for 2 different movies.
I know, and this is a pretty rare occurrence. Like, it doesn't happen.
I honestly don't know that I've seen this.
It only happens once every so often. I read like an article that went over the nominees this has happened to. It's very far and few between.
Yeah.
Few and far between.
So for leading role, we got Cynthia Erivo. Yeah. Scarlett Johansson, Saoirse Ronan, Charlize Theron, and Renee Zellweger. I'm having a hard time. Because people love Saoirse Ronan.
I had to look up how to pronounce her name. It's Saoirse.
Saoirse?
Yeah.
Oh.
I always called her
I even thought I
Cerise.
was saying it right.
Cerise Ronan. No, apparently it's Saoirse. I don't know what nationality that is, but
She's Scottish, I think.
Scottish. Saoirse. It's like Sasha, but drunk.
I just kind of know her name from when she was up for Lady Bird that year.
Oh, yeah. I still have not seen Lady Bird. I want to see it so bad.
I mean, you might like it. I think it's one of those movies. It's not like, ooh, I really enjoyed that movie. I think you're like, that's an interesting take in like this type of life.
It's like a mother-daughter relationship, so I feel like you have less to relate to there.
Oh, yeah, because Taylor was like, I felt this movie.
Yeah.
But she didn't like love it like it's one of her favorite movies. She just goes, I really understood it on a different level.
For this one, I'm going to go with ScarJo because Marriage Story, I think, is going to win a few.
See, I really want to go with Renee Zellweger because I heard such stuff about her Judy Garland.
Yeah, looking at the picture of her as Judy Garland is...
And it ties back to this whole period piece because we love period pieces.
We love a period piece.
Which is why I think it could be Miss Ronan there because it's Little Women.
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm going too hard in my wants this time than like what I feel like is going to happen. I'm going to go Ronan. I'm going to go Little Women. But see, Harriet, it's so hard. I'm going Ronan.
All right.
I did it. Happened. And literally the 3 that we're talking about are neck and neck.
They really are.
Best actor in a leading role, Antonio Banderas, Leonardo DiCaprio, Adam Driver, Joaquin Phoenix, and Jonathan Pryce. Leo has already had his one. He's not getting another one.
Right, that's my thoughts.
Yep. They're not letting that happen.
Antonio Banderas, I did not know he was in an Oscar movie this year.
That movie is only nominated for him as the actor, so it's not in any other category.
Well, then you know it's not winning. I am between Adam Driver for Marriage Story and Joaquin Phoenix for Joker. because I know everyone is like sucking his dick over Joker. So
You gotta see it, though.
do I?
You do. I mean, that's like one of those movies that even if you're not going to love it and just like enjoy it, what's the word? Zeitgeist? Isn't that your word for that kind of stuff? Where you just need to be part
of the zeitgeist.
of what happened.
Okay.
Right? Like, this movie is an event.
Yeah.
It's a thing that nobody thought would work. It's the highest grossing rated R movie of all time. Like this movie is history. There's history tied to this movie for the rest of time now. You should see it at least once just to say, yeah, I saw it and I fucking hated it.
Just like the fucking Irishman.
Or like, yeah, I mean, I saw it. It was good.
Yeah, I'm sure I would like it. It seems like a good movie. I just think that every time...
I truly like it. I don't love it. I like it. It's good.
I feel like every time
I think it's
a
a
new
fantastic
actor
movie.
plays the Joker, everyone's just like, oh, that's amazing. It's the best portrayal we've seen yet. It's incredible. It's groundbreaking. And it's like, guys, it's just the same fucking clown over and over again. But
what gets me for the acting in that one is those moments when he's doing the laugh, but his eyes are like crying from sadness. I don't know how a person can work those two emotions into the same face at the same time.
Yeah. The way you've talked it up, I'm going to vote for Joaquin Phoenix in this, but I want it on the record that I want Adam Driver to win because he's a really good actor.
He is a good actor.
His character in Girls is so compelling. You want to hate him and you want to love him, and you can do neither.
Joaquin Phoenix won at the Golden Globes, and the Golden Globes are usually a sign of what's to come.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay.
I'm not looking at it as like it's the most breakthrough thing I've ever seen. I just think the amount of freedom, because half the movie wasn't scripted. They just let him do his own thing.
Yeah. And
the fact that he came up with so much shit and he got so into it, and I literally buy everything that's happening. For as ridiculous as a premise as it is, to go, I believe it. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Best Director. Got Bong Joon-ho for Parasite. Sam Mendes, 1917. Todd Phillips, The Joker. Martin Scorsese, The Irishman. And Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Can I just say Quentin Tarantino's face fucking sucks? I don't like it. I'm sorry, Quentin Tarantino.
But secretly, deep down, you love Quentin Tarantino. You know why?
Why?
He's in an Adam Sandler movie. And you quote something that he says all the time.
I just don't like his face.
I know, but he's... Hellfire's burning me alive!
I don't know. He looks like he just saw something that disappointed him, but also... like,
forever?
Yeah. I don't know. It's like just deep disappointment in his eyes.
I was reading a thing that was like what people are saying about some of the movies up for Best Picture, right?
Uh-huh.
And it was like, so I just went into Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and as soon as the first pair of feet were shown, this lady in the row in front of me goes, okay, there's the feet.
That's what Quentin Tarantino's face looks like. He's like, she's not got her shoes off. Like, I can't feel anything.
Pretty much.
He's just waiting for someone to take her shoes off. I cannot with his face. My vote is for Sam Mendes because I cannot imagine having to direct a movie that's made it look like it's one long cut.
I'm going to go with the Parasite guy because people have just been talking it up so much.
That's in the lead right now.
Perfect.
I like his directorial headshot here. He's just like sitting on the ground all cross-legged. He looks very serious.
I can see why Todd Phillips is here just because this movie made so much money.
Yeah.
But when you gave your actor the freedom to pretty much make the movie themselves, aren't they the director?
I guess.
That's why I think he's in the bottom. So, our big one, here we go. Best Picture.
So, our nominees, we've got 1917, Ford v. Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Little Women, Marriage Story, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite.
I have a feeling it's going to be Parasite.
You think so?
I really think that's the winner.
I've got to watch this movie.
For as much as Irishman is such a big deal right now, I feel like Jojo Rabbit and Parasite are just like on another level.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Quentin ever wins for his movies in the Best Picture.
Let me have a look at that, because I'm curious, actually. Quentin.
I think he's always up, but I don't know that he ever wins.
He got Best Original Screenplay for Django.
Yeah, but see, screenplay.
Yeah.
And that movie was up for Best Picture, because I saw it that year, so...
Is it the only Oscar he's won?
I think so.
He's just not an Oscars dude. He won Original Screenplay for Pulp Fiction in 94, and then Django in 2012.
So basically he wins for screenplays.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he wins for. So as much as Once Upon a Time is good, it's not going to win. I don't know if the Academy's ready to let a Netflix movie win, which is why I think Marriage Story and The Irishman are kind of out.
Yeah.
I think they're big, but I don't know that they're going to go, Netflix can win Best Picture. I don't think they're ready to let that happen. To say Hollywood's going to lose to a streaming service, you know?
Uh-huh.
I don't think they're going to let that happen. So, for me, it's Jojo Rabbit or Parasite.
For me, I'm between 1917 and Joker. Because Joker, I feel, is the most timely movie, because just the way that you described the kind of themes that are happening within it.
Yeah.
I think that's relevant to society right now. And I think
people are going to look down on it because it's quote unquote somehow superhero related.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with 1917 because I was extremely moved by this movie, and I thought that it was, I'm gonna call it Oscar worthy because it's got really, really good performances from all the characters involved. It's got incredible settings and scenery. The plot, the sound, the visuals, everything is on point.
Well, I kicked out that theory. I was going to say JoJo can't win because it's kind of a comedy. Why? And comedies don't win.
Oh.
But I just looked up comedy movies that have won Best Picture, and there's a pretty good list.
Really?
Yeah.
What's on there?
So one of my all-time favorite movies, Kelsey, if you can ever watch this movie, please do it. It is from 1934.
What?
It's called It Happened One Night. Okay. My God. It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. It's still one of my favorite movies.
That's an old-ass movie.
You Can't Take It With You's in there. Annie Hall, which I don't consider a comedy, but sure. And then The Artist, which I never got to see either. But apparently that's a comedy.
I can't remember if I saw that one or if I saw The Fartist. Which is
The Artist is parody. Entirely black and white.
Yeah, so is The Fartist.
And silent. Okay, well.
It's just a direct parody of it.
Oh, okay.
Gotta make your pick, gotta make it.
I'm gonna go with Jojo Rabbit.
Okay. It's bold.
And it is very far down the list.
Yeah.
There you have it. Our picks. Another bet.
Another bet.
We will see where it goes.
Thanks for sticking with us, listeners, through all that movie chat.
This was a big one.
It was. We would like to hear y'all's picks. If you have any thoughts, any hot takes on Oscars current or previous.
You guys can do the same thing. Follow this little thing. You click it all, print a PDF. You can email it to us and show us your nominations.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready to submit this ballot?
Let's put it in the box. Please tell your friends about us. Help us grow our audience. Like the audience for the Oscars, we want to be huge. Don't forget to subscribe to us on your very most favorite platforms so you never ever miss an episode. We release weekly every dang Monday. We're here for you. If you have a second to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, that really helps us rise up in the rankings, helps us get visibility to other listeners just like you.
While you're out doing that, you can find us and friend us on social media. We are at YMBTOAP on Twitter and Instagram. Come like some of our pictures, see all the stuff. We actually interact with some other podcasts on Twitter, and we actually won some kind of contest.
We did. We won a giveaway from a King of the Hill podcast called Oh Yeah, which
is fantastic.
It's super fantastic. I'm excited.
I can't wait to see what the thing is.
I'll post it on our Instagram when it comes in.
Okay. Be sure to like and follow our Facebook page as well. And then subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. We put all of them up in audio format on YouTube as well. So if you have no way to do it on your phone, just pull it up on your computer. Listen wherever you are. And Twitch, based on how this shakes out, we'll have a new thing to do on Twitch for you guys. So tune in to see who wins this battle.
It's gonna be me.
You can also email us at ymbtoap@gmail.com. Give us your listener mail. Tell us what you think will be the best picture. I mean, I don't expect you to go through the whole list, but if you do, send us your ballots. See how you shake up. See if you can beat the quote-unquote movie buff that is me, but just like I was the game buff, lost to Kelsey. So
That's me.
You know.
Okay, while you're out visiting us on YouTube, go ahead and also find Faraj. He does our theme song, The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn. As always, thanks for listening, and tune in next time to get the answers to that burning question. What game am I going to make Robert play?
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
First of all, the list. Fucking Truckman.
Truckman.
Do you hear him out there?
Yeah.
He's just fucking revving it. What are you doing?
No, Truckman.
God. Fuck off.
Is that him driving away?
Yes, Jesus.
Okay.